Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys all had a good night of NBA. It was a great night on DraftKings. Hit a 305 and a 298.5 in the lineups that I gave out to my subscribers. Friday night was also a great night for us, so we've been doing pretty well. This weekend's been a great start to us. If you are interested in lineups, go to the website, thedfsprocess.com. I will be posting a free early slate lineup. If you guys want to test out, my product, on my Twitter account at the DFS Process. So if you want a free lineup for the early slate tomorrow for the 3 games, be sure to give me a follow there. But anyway, let's get right into the picks for tomorrow. To be talking about the main slate, which is a 4-game slate, which is pretty nice for a Sunday. Usually it's like a 2 or 3 game slate, so at least it's 4 games. Should be more variability. Starting off at point guard, Rajon Rondo at 5'8". Rondo, you love to see that his minutes are up. That's what is really making me high on this pick. It looks like Alvin Gentry is going to finally roll Rondo out for over 30 minutes a game. Played over 36 in 2 out of the last 3. Over 40 points, over 40 DraftKings points in 2 out of the last 3 as well. Really good upside in this matchup against the Mavericks. Dennis Smith is one of the worst defensive graded point guards. And Rondo, although he's not, a good defender by himself, he should still really do good on the offensive end, racking up those assists. He's already has 12 assists in 3 straight games. He's been taking a good amount of shots, and he does pull rebounds out. He's a triple-double threat every time he takes the floor. And against the Mavericks, I really do like him a lot. Huge upside at that price tag. So Rondo's my point guard. At shooting guard, let's talk about Chris Middleton at 6.9. Now, Chris Middleton has a great individual matchup with the 76ers. In 2 games this year, he's averaging 52. One of those games was without Giannis, so keep that in mind. But he still has a great matchup and against J.J. Redick, and it shows, just by how many points he's been putting up. He's a really solid cash game play. Also has tournament upside, in a 4-game slate. You can definitely roll him out in GPPs. Coming off a 40 DraftKings point outing against the Pacers. I think he's a really safe play, and as I said, this game should be really close and competitive. I think a game stack of this game is probably going to work out in your favor. This game and probably the Brooklyn game, that game should be high scoring as well. But yeah, Chris Middleton at 6'9", I like the upside he has, so he's going to be my shooting guard. Small forward, DeMarre Carroll at 6'1". Carroll is always overlooked. Nobody ever wants to play DeMarre Carroll, but he's been getting minutes. He's like the one guy on the Nets. D'Angelo Russell played a ton of minutes too, but DeMarre Carroll's always getting a lot of minutes. Over 30 minutes and over in the mid-30s in close games. Just had 27 in a blowout against the Bulls. But he's been getting it done. Really solid play. 45 DraftKings points in his last game. He does have over 40-point upside. He's done that in 2 out of his last 5 games. And just really steady play. This game against the Clippers, it's a great matchup. Clippers really struggle against forwards. And this game should be really high scoring. Both teams do not play defense at all. So at 6'1", we're getting a guy with over 45 point upside, which would be over 7.5x value if we can get that. And he's been really steady. You see him, most of the time he's going to get you at least 30 as a floor with a good ceiling. So DeMarre Carroll at 6'1", I think he's very interesting. And he should be really low owned because nobody ever gets excited playing him. At power forward, Ersan Ilyasova. In a slate that we don't have a lot of value right now, I think Ilyasova makes a fine play. Back on the Sixers, if you guys remember, he was on the Sixers last year. Brett Brown does appear to like him. He completely cut Amir Johnson out of the rotation when Ilyasova came in. So Ilyasova should take Amir Johnson's minutes as well as take some minutes from Dario Saric, Richaun Holmes. Second game with the Sixers, he got his minutes up to 23 and played really well, put up 28 DraftKings points. I think you're going to see him in a role of about 20 to 25 minutes a game. And at 3,800, that's a good price tag, especially again in this matchup against the Bucks. Bucks, they do struggle rebounding the ball, so he should be able to get some rebounds. And he does like to shoot the ball a lot. So I think Ilyasova at 3.8, good upside with him. Should be a great value play in a slate that we don't have a lot of value. And then finally, let's get right to it. Anthony Davis at 11.7. Going to be probably pretty chalky in this slate. You're going to have to decide between him and Giannis, unless you can find a way to fit both of them in. I love Giannis tomorrow. His price tag is down to 10K, which is probably the lowest he's been in months. 10K against the 76ers and what should be a really close competitive game. I think you can make that a strong case for playing Giannis over Davis in tournaments, considering, Davis's injury history. But the Pelicans have not played since the 28th, so Anthony Davis is coming off of a lot of rest. And when Anthony Davis, you should be really refreshed and rejuvenated in this game, play with a lot more energy. So getting 3 full days of rest is pretty rare in an NBA season, especially they just coming off the All-Star break. But I think Davis, huge upside with him. Obviously, I don't even have to say that. 2 out of the last 4, he's gotten over 90 DraftKings points, and those games didn't even go into overtime as well. So he's playing the Mavericks, he's averaged 53 against them this year. Both of those games was with DeMarcus Cousins. Without DeMarcus Cousins, Davis has taken his game to a next level. He's a man on a mission, trying to take the Pelicans to the playoffs. Not even to the playoffs, like a top 4 seed as well. So I think Anthony Davis at 11-7 is going to be a great play. Mavericks suck rebounding the basketball. He should be able to get a ton of rebounds, take a lot of shots. They don't have anybody to match up with Davis. He should be able to do anything he wants, and I think he will at 11-7. So there you have it. Those are the 5 guys I have right as of now. Rajon Rondo, Chris Middleton, DeMarre Carroll, Ilyasova, and Anthony Davis. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. If you want lineups, go to the website, dfsprocess.com. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.